Hello, hello, hello. This is JP here with Learn Brizzy Page Builder. Before we start this video, I want to shamelessly plug my other channel called Websites for Beginners because that sort of connects to this video. We are currently busy with a series on that channel about images, how to prepare your images for your websites, all the considerations like the file format, the resolution, the aspect ratio. And that ties into this video because it relates to image optimization. So if you want to know more about that, go check out the links in the description below for those videos. We release about one every week, and over the coming weeks and months, we will have a full series that will take you from A to Z on image optimization. One feature of image optimization is plugins that you can use within WordPress that will help you to super optimize your images, making your site faster. I wasn't planning on doing that yet because it would have been later presented in the series on images. But the reason I have done that video plus this one is because there's a lifetime limited deal going on, which will expire on January 31st, never to be repeated. And they have it here on this site called WP Compress. There are many plugins out there. We will look at all of them. The reason I'm, promoting this one or, sort of just punting this one at this moment is because there's a lifetime deal. And if you like deals like I do, you want to get in while it's still hot, that's the purpose of this video purely. It is not even to give you a tutorial on WP Compress, which I'm going to do, but it's more to let you know, hey guys, there's a good deal out there if you are interested. Please click on the link in the description below. And remember, you've got about less than 3 weeks left now to consider whether you want to try this image optimization plugin for your websites. Let me show you how it works so you have some idea of how it works. I've been testing it in the last few days continuously, so I should be going through this like a breeze because I already know what to do. So this is WP Compress. They have an image optimization plugin. And the image optimization plugin allows you to take your images on your website and optimize them so that they can be smaller and that your website can load faster. By that, you also improve your ranking on search engines. Now, a few features of WP Compress which you can take into consideration is that they back up the originals. You will never lose your originals. They are backed up on the cloud. They have cloud image optimization, which means that if you ever want to restore your image to the original, that can be done. They also work with a web portal, which is this one over here, Go to Portal. I'll open that now so you can have a look. Here is a portal. And this portal integrates with the plugin in the website, and the two sync automatically, and you can remotely from the portal to the plugin give instructions as to settings for the plugin on your website. We will look at all of that now. Let me quickly show you the website I'm going to be working with. This one I have used the starter sites that comes with Astra. Now, Astra has really done a great job with the starter sites, and you should go and check it out both for the free and the pro version of Astra. We also have a video on that. The reason I chose this starter site is when I scroll down, you will see big images, nice parallax as well, and lots of images on this site. And that is the reason I had chosen this site, because of these big images. Let's go into the dashboard and our media library so you can have a look at those images, media library over here. And I'm pretty sure that the Astra developers and designers, creators, before they used these images, they probably did some optimization to them as well. So we're going to test WP Compress, see how it works. Is there any more optimization? And do the images still display well? Let's put it in list view so we can have a look quickly at what we see over here, all these images. And then let's begin the process of WP Compress. You have to sign up, and after you've signed up, you go to your portal. And within the portal, you just click up here on Add Website. Then it will go to a 3-step process. Step number 1 is download the plugin, which I have already done. Over here, you can select a maintenance plan. What does that mean? It means, for example, if you are working with a client website and you have images on their site, you want to put a limit. You want to make sure that you're not going to waste all your optimization credits on a client's website. So you can choose here and set a limit on how many credits you assign, the quota that you assign to that client's website. In upcoming tutorials, we will look at this in far more detail. But just be aware that you can assign the amount of image quota that you want to apply to this site. So first thing is you download the plugin. I have set it on credit sharing, and after you click on next step, it's going to give you an API key. Before you can use this API key, you need to go install the plugin in WordPress. So over to a WordPress we go. Go to plugins, add new. And then we go through the normal process, upload the plugin, and you can just drag and drop it. I'm going to open up my Explorer. Let me just go find my WP Compress. Drag it, drop it, install it now. And as always, after installation comes the activation. Once it has been installed, you will see here is our WP Compress, and it will tell you to get started. I'm just going to go over here to WP Compress in the dashboard panel. If I click on that, now I will need to bring in that API key that we had seen earlier. Hop on over back to the portal on the website. I'm going to double click on it, right click and copy, and then go over here and then just paste it and click on activate. It will now from here on go and activate, and it will say that you've been successfully connected to the compression cloud. But I recommend that you go and do step 3. After you've done this, go back to the portal, step 3, and then click on test connection. Make sure that it is connected. Otherwise, it's just not going to work and you're going to think that everything is broken. Make sure you go through this step and that you get the check mark. And then, boys and girls, we are ready to go. So let's go into the plugin end of the site within WordPress to see how does WP Compress work. At this moment, this is the plugin interface, nothing going on over here. And before we start anything, let me show you a few things that we may want to change. At the bottom is the optimization level. This allows you to choose how much optimization you want done. If you want to have real good quality images and make sure that nothing goes wrong, you're going to choose lossless. The intelligent mode, on the other hand, is the ultimate optimization that WP Compress thinks you should apply to make sure that the images are optimized but still at a good quality. But if you need to squeeze it, you go for ultra, which means you may lose a little bit of quality in your images. The other option is the resize images. Now this works if you have very, very big images that comes in at a very high resolution. For example, let's say you bring in a mega image at 6400 pixels. What this will do is it will resize that image down to 2048 pixels, 2048 pixels. You can change this here. I usually take it a little bit lower, like you can start with 1920 or 1440 or 1080, anything over here. These ones we're not going to play around with. And the other thing that you can consider is putting it on autopilot mode. When you switch this on autopilot mode, any new image that you upload, if you activate this, will be automatically optimized. This is okay for your own website, but I would recommend again that if you work with a client site, you don't just want those things to happen automatically because they may use up your credits. So you can decide if you want to have this on or off. Now, the only thing you need to do is to click on compress all images. And this will first go and determine, do you have enough credits? And how these optimization platforms work is that they apply credits for every image that you optimize. And that is the whole lifetime deal that you can get at this moment with WP Compress. If you click on Become a Lifetime Member, it will explain to you the whole pricing system that is going at $99 for life. It gives you every month 1,000 credits, basically 1,000 images that you can optimize. And if you need more, they will give you discounts. All of these things are included here in this explanation. This is the lifetime limited deal that is going on at the moment. And if this is over after January 31st, it will go back to these two options over here. So go check it out. If you're working with a lot of images or you have your own sites, then this is probably the better deal for you to go, as it's lifetime, right? Let's go back into WordPress and then let's go compress all images. It will check if I have enough available credits. And then, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. The other thing that you can do, because the optimization is going to take a little bit of time, you can tell WP Compress, hey, I'm going to go over to the barista. I'm going to get my soya latte, grungy, blah, 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 and I'm going to have a nice drink over there and read my blog. When I'm done, or when you are done, WP Compress, please send me an email to notify me that you are done. And WP Compress will use the image within your user settings in WordPress. And then you click on Optimize All Images. It's going to scan your media library. And after it has scanned the media library, it will start the optimization process. You can go now to get that soya thingy that you were looking forward to. And as you can see here, immediately they start already one image and it will go through the images. Let's show you quickly what's happening in the media library. Go to Library. And then you click on Go to List Mode. And once it is in list mode, you will see that the images that have already been completed, like this one, will have this little, shield appear there, the WP Compress shield. And it will tell you we have optimized this image for 2% more space. It was at 46.4 kilobytes. Now it's 45.72 kilobytes. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that the Astra starter sites have tried to optimize their images. So we're going to see how much more compression we can apply to those images, how much more can we save. So yes, let's do the same. And we allow WP Compress to do all the optimization. And once that is done, we'll jump right back in here and see what are the end results. Right, and all the images are done. As I suspected, I do not think that there's going to be a lot of optimization being done here, purely because these images have been optimized to its full potential before it was already brought in. So you will see there's a little bit optimization here and there's a little bit optimization there. This one has got a little bit more, and you can have a look at the percentages, 2%. Here's one that's at 38%. And if you look at it overall, you will think, that's not a lot. But if you've ever tested your website loading speed on any of the online platforms, you will see they care a lot about optimization. Even like 0.7%, they will tell you and give you a bad rating because you've missed out on that little bit of optimization. So look at that. So much optimization applied. Let's bring in one mega big image of our own, and then we see how we can manually optimize that image here with WP Compress. And I'm going to bring an image. Let me just find a very big image that I have over here. This is a background texture that I'm going to bring in, and this is about 9.85 megabytes. So it's quite a big image, something you never want to load on any of your websites. The reason I'm bringing you back into the dashboard for WP Compress is for the following reason. Remember, we set the resize images here at 2048. I'm going to make this lower. Let's make it 1440, apply it, and now let's go back into the media library where that image is. And once we get in there, you will see this image is pretty big. Look at those dimensions. So what we need after compression is that this should be reduced to 1440. And let's see what it does with this 9.85 megabyte. To do this manually, you just click here on compress. You also have another option here, and that is to exclude this image in the future from any optimization. But we want to compress it. So let's go ahead, Bob. Let's press it. Let's compress it. And then what will be the result? Anticipation is the name of the day. And voila, 97% savings. It went all the way from the original dimension to 1440 as we had set it in the plugin dashboard. Now it's at 338 kilobyte, which is a little bit big, but you can still go and play around with it if you wanted to make the resolution even smaller. But this is optimized, remember, intelligently. You could even go and set the setting on ultra to compress it a little bit more. 97%, massive saving. Finally, let's go have a look at the site. Remember, we've compressed all these images now a little bit more, but did it retain the quality or do they look bad? That is the ultimate test, and that's why often when you work with these plugins, you have to go back afterwards and you have to go and exclude some images that did not optimize well. But hey, this puppy is as cute as before. Very well done. Those images look good to me. More. And yes, I cannot see any problem with the optimization. Well, I have to give credit to Astra because they did some awesome optimization beforehand. Somebody asked me the question yesterday, why would you want to do this? Don't you do it beforehand? Yes, I do my optimization beforehand. I'm quite a control freak. I do that a lot. But lately, with more and more focus on loading time, and when you go do testing online of the speed and the performance of your site, you will find they come again and again and again back to optimization of your images. A lot of these plugins that we use for optimization, they are written in such a format that they are focusing on the optimization in terms of what those speed and performance test sites do. So it will yield better results for you if you have some kind of optimization after you've already done your own optimization. But, and this is the big but, the caveat, the exception, and there is more. This is one of those things I cannot recommend to you which one you should choose. There are quite a number out there. We will look at that in the future. The only reason I'm showing you this now, because there's a sweet lifetime deal going on. And it's always sad when you wake up one Saturday morning and you sit in the bed and say, I need an optimization plugin. And you realize the lifetime deal expired just a few days ago. I've been there, and it breaks your heart. You go to the guys and you beg them, you say, hey, I was in coma for a few days, because from a very serious breakup with my girlfriend. Please, can you just have mercy on me and give me that lifetime deal? And of course, it doesn't work. So that's the only reason for this video, is just to give you a heads up on this deal that's going on, give you an overview of how the plugin works. And then in the future, if you follow on the Websites for Beginners channel, you will find that we go with the image series from the Knowledge Vault, and we will look at more plugins that do image optimization and the good and the bad of each one. This is JP here with Learn Brizzy Page Builder. Have a fabulous day.